Alexandra has a whole bag of pens to write on these shirt invoices with.
Purple and blue. Where's the other?
You gonna do purple and blue today?
Yeah. Good morning, guys. We're doing a Q&A today while we fill these t-shirt orders. Thank you to Donna and Renee for your t-shirt order. Alexandra is writing a note to you right now as we speak. Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions while you're writing, Alexandra. So a question for you is, how does Williams syndrome affect your life?
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
What do you mean it doesn't?
Well, I don't have to take anything for what I have, like
You mean
medicine.
Because some of your friends have like heart issues and
Yeah.
stuff? Okay, so you have a good life, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, what is it like being a Navy/military wife, and how are you adjusting being away from your family? I'm not adjusting. This is probably really naive of me to think, but I thought like me and Ben would be away from our family and it would be okay because I would have him at least. But that's one thing I didn't realize is he goes out to sea so much that I very rarely ever see him. So it's literally just me and my dog at the house. So it can get really lonely. I don't know how it is for other branches of the military, but in the Navy, they go out on the aircraft carrier a lot, and he'll be gone for a week, a couple days, a couple months. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that, so I've been trying to make friends. And then I know a lot of people say, well, why don't you just go home when your husband's not home? But I have a job, and I can't just get up and leave whenever he's not home, so it sucks. All right, Renee, here is your t-shirt. I hope you love it. If you take a picture, make sure to tag us on Instagram. We want to see all of you guys in y'all shirts. All right, Alejandra, this question is for you. It says, when will you be moving out on your own?
I'm never gonna do that.
Do you always want to live with Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you rather live with me? You like Ruston?
Mm-hmm. What's your good boy?
Do you want to live on your own?
No.
Why?
It's too scary.
So a lot of these questions that you sent is asking, how does like Williams syndrome affect Alexandra, or what is our biggest struggle in our family? And we don't struggle because she has Williams syndrome. It's not like a burden that our family has to figure out how to deal with. I mean, there are things like, you know, she won't be able to live on her own because you don't know how to cook.
No.
So she wouldn't know how to feed herself, but you can microwave.
I'm still not leaving. I'd rather be with my mom or my sister than living by myself.
So some of your friends live by themselves?
Some do, but not all of them.
Yeah. Do they have anybody that comes by and takes care of them?
I think so. Some do. I don't know. But this one ain't moving anywhere.
So she could live by herself, but we'd have to have someone, probably me or my mom or my dad, like go in and check on her. But she doesn't want to live by herself, and we love her, and we want her at our side at all times. You feel like you're loved and taken care of?
Yeah.
Do you love your life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find the next question. They want to know, what is our favorite animal? What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
A dog is your favorite?
Between a dog and a cat.
That's it? A dog or a cat? Okay. My favorite animal is a fox.
Actually, I love foxes.
I think foxes are so cute. Katie asks how I dealt with the loss of losing my dog Katie. It sucked, didn't it? Yeah, I ended up coming home for a weekend because I didn't want to be in my house and I wanted to be around my family. That's why the decision to euthanize her wasn't hard for me, because I could see that she was struggling and I didn't want to watch her struggle anymore. And I can say that the best thing for me for getting over the loss of my pet was to get another dog. I didn't want to because I felt like I was cheating on my other dog, but having a little puppy in the house has been great. It's been the best thing for me.
And it brought her closure.
I'm not saying that's the best thing for everybody, but it was the perfect thing for me. Teresa asks, what was it like growing up in Louisiana, and how does it compare to Virginia? Well, Louisiana is hot. Right now outside, it is probably 98 degrees and humid. So it's like, I can't breathe because the air is so thick and hot. In Virginia, it feels amazing right now. Amazing. This question says, was there ever a time when you and Alexandra didn't get along?
No.
I feel like when I was a teenager, I was rude. I could be rude, but I still loved my sister, so we still got along. And when I say rude, it was more like, don't touch my stuff. That's my straightener. Don't do that. You know, I wasn't like mean. You think I was mean?
No.
Savannah says, what is it like to live with someone with Williams syndrome? I mean, I think you're pretty cool. Let me tell you, Alexandra is hilarious, and she doesn't mean to be hilarious, but sometimes I catch things on camera and I'm able to show you guys like the things that she says or like the faces that she makes, but there are so many things that happen off camera that I wish I could have caught on camera because she's so funny. Not only is she funny, she's the sweetest human I have ever come in contact in my entire life.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So I love to be around someone that's not only funny, but extremely kind and loving. You almost remind me of like a puppy. Like you're so excited to see me and you're always happy. Brianna says, what problems have you faced in your marriage? Ben and I don't really have like serious marriage problems. We're both very good at communicating. We get along really well. I think the biggest struggle is our household chores and teaching him how to put his laundry in the laundry basket and put the seat down after he pees and close the cabinets after he gets something to eat and pick his socks up off the floor so the dog doesn't eat them. But they're all small things, so it's not really like I have anything big to complain about. This is interesting. So Helen said, discuss how you got merch. Do you know how we got our merch? So there was a picture of Alexandra, and I'll post it here so you can see. And it was one of my favorite pictures. I thought it was so cute, which is the picture that we did on the shirts. So I just found a little artist and we worked together to get the design that we have now. And I put normal is boring because normal is boring. We have a local t-shirt company here in the town that I live in, and so I went there and sat down with them and touched all of these different shirts to figure out which one I wanted and which one I thought was the softest. So everything that we do with our t-shirts and our stickers, we do locally and we do here out of my mom's gift store by hand. I also got a lot of questions talking about how I deal with anxiety and depression and all that kind of stuff, which would be the longest video ever. However, I do plan on making a video about how I deal with my anxiety, just kind of like tips and tricks that may help someone else out there, but that's gonna be a whole nother video on its own. But as for this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and become part of our weird little family that we have here. Remember to stay weird, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.